Hello Cancer and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading from January to March 2026 for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Cancer. What I've done is I've taken your 2026 yearly tarot reading, which I will link below, and pulled out the relevant months. So in January we have the Hierophant, February we have the Star, and the Ten of Wands is in March. We're going to pull some additional cards by month, look at the energies, any turning points, events, what might be coming up for you potentially. As always, take what resonates. This won't be for everyone. So let's see what we have for our lovely Cancerians. Next 3 months tarot reading for Cancer, starting with January. What does Cancer need to hear? Thank you. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. With that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And we also have the Ten of Swords, Cancer. Let's see what we have for you with the Star in February. It's one of the wish fulfillment cards, the Star energy. We have the Devil. Two of Cups. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. What do we have for our lovely Cancerians? Thank you. Ten of Wands. March. King of Swords can be your energy or a person, male or female in a general reading. Clarity, truth, honor, integrity, doing the right thing, authority. So, King of Swords is here. Six of Wands. And we have the Six of Swords. All right, Cancer. So we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can be a higher power at work. It's a spiritual influence. You've got some spiritual header cards. You've got the Star, you've got the Hierophant. These are extremely spiritual energies, higher power at work. It can actually be spirit working through a person, an individual who might be significant for you, who is bringing you what you need, whether it's advice, mentorship, teaching, learning, guidance. This can actually be somebody who spirit might work through. So this can be a significant person, a holy person, mentor, teacher. The energy of the Hierophant can also be about leaning on our faith, trusting in faith, discovering faith, renewing faith at a time when you might need it most. It represents an element also of things like traditional institutions. So again, it can be to do with religious institutions, educational establishments, police, health institutions, legal institutions, governmental institutions. You might be connected to an institution of some kind that is significant for you in the month of January. Even marriage, long-term committed relationships, the family unit, traditional, this can be a sign of that too. I also want to say with the Hierophant as well, because it is a big card. You can see the actual picture matters with the Hierophant as well. This person is elevated. And there are two people who are kneeling before the Hierophant in search of deeper understanding that the Hierophant has to share with those individuals. They are showing those people, the Hierophant is showing those people the way, teachings, learnings that the Hierophant has. So this can be very powerful in terms of you might be showing someone the way, you might be shown the way by somebody as well. This can be a very powerful guide on that basis. It can also represent things like changes in hierarchy. And again, however that would manifest in your current circumstances, certainly there may well be an opportunity to explore that this month too. So it is a powerful, powerful card, the Hierophant, but very spiritual. Always an element of spirit at work in your life here. We have the Five of Cups here, Cancer. The Five of Cups is loss, regret, looking back, mourning something that's gone, acceptance, sadness, because those cups are empty. They don't have the wine in them anymore. It's spilt on the floor. But there are two cups still full behind this person, full of potential. I feel for a lot of you here that you are moving forward in faith here, because maybe you're dealing with some changes here, acceptance of letting go of something, coming to terms with something, a loss, an ending of some kind. But you're being told there are things to move forward to. Sometimes we just have to surrender, higher power at work in your circumstances, supporting you and guiding you when you need it. So, and that comes on all levels. So this is what I see for you here, Cancer. There's a level of all is not lost in a situation, even though there is something that I feel that you're coming to terms with here with the Five of Cups. I certainly feel here that you're also being told there's such potential around you. Give yourself some space and time to come to terms with what you're letting go of. Again, endings, loss of some kind. And sometimes we decide that we have to let go of something for our highest good. It could be your own business. It could well be to do with, where you live. I mean, whatever that scenario is, sometimes relationships. So remember, this can just happen to us, or it can be us deciding that it's time to accept, it's time to let this go. So however this manifests for you, it certainly feels here that you're dealing with something, and it's an opportunity to move on from what was to what the potential around you, what will be. Because we do have the energy of the Ten of Swords. I mean, these energies are not easy here, Cancer. These are emotional, these are mental energies as well. They affect your energy. But the Ten of Swords is also an ending. Sometimes we feel stabbed in the back, betrayed, deeply wounded, deeply hurt. It can be also something that has become so stressful, even though it might be painful, it's time to end it, There can be mental energies to do with this as well. So when we do this, though, with the Ten of Swords, it's done, it's finished. Even though this has been a painful thing to happen, there is new light coming into your life. You can finally liberate, you can finally move on, you can finally embrace that new day that's dawning. This is what I see for you here, Cancer. It feels that sense of you're dealing with a situation of change, of something closing off, ending, and a level of acceptance to do with that, and moving forward in faith is what I see for you in the reading. But I do like this energy. This is a lovely energy here. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work. I do like this with the cards on the table because we have powerful energies here, emotional, mental, like I said. But when we have it mixed with the Eight of Pentacles, this is about doing what you can do within your circumstances, focusing on the practical daily things in life, putting your energy and time into things that are worthwhile, of value to you. Now, that can be any life area. The Eight of Pentacles is just very productive. But it's very grounded energy, and slowly but surely you absolutely will build back up. So whatever level this is for you, it's about staying grounded throughout this whole experience and putting your energy and time in the right direction, doing the practical things of life, focusing on the practical areas of life, and you will build back up. You will get there. This is just working through a situation and trying to focus on the tangible things that you can do and what matters. Now, specifically, the Eight of Pentacles can be money areas. This can be to do with working hard, working really hard. Some of you, again, you might be dealing with an ending of some kind, and you're just putting the work in to get to where you want to be. This is an extremely productive energy. This is doing what you can do to put your time and energy in the right direction to get you where you want to be now. So it's a very focused energy. It's a very methodical. It's a very grounded. It's also an energy that keeps you sane, this kind of energy, because it's the small achievements on a daily basis that really matter with the Eight of Pentacles. It's that sense of productiveness that really, really matters when you're dealing with these kind of energies. So this is what I see for you here, Cancer. It can also be very powerful in terms of things like, for me, to do with temporary jobs and proving yourself, or doing educational work, skills development, training in a different area or training in an additional area, adding an extra string to your bow. Certainly from a financial point of view, this is what I see for you. So this is what I see in the cards here, Cancer. There is a higher power at work in this situation here. And again, like I said, some of you could be dealing with traditional institutions of some time linked with these energies. But I do like the Eight of Pentacles being intermixed with this, because it certainly feels here that there is that sense of achievement in what you can do, in what you have control over, the practical things that you can do. And being very productive on that basis really, really will matter in the month of January. Because the hard work never goes unnoticed by Spirit, and that's what you're being told. So putting your time and energy to work through a situation is what I'm seeing for you, is very productive indeed. We get our head down, we focus, we're not distracted, we just stay doing what we need to do. We have the energy of the star now. It kind of goes with the reading before, with January. Because the star comes after the Tower in the Major Arcana. And the Tower represents change, even endings of some kind, which does tie in with, the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords energy. But the star comes in and brings new hope, blessings, wish fulfillment, and healing, optimism. Sometimes we just have to move forward in faith with the star. We have to follow where we feel we need to follow. But it leads somewhere beautiful. It leads to blessings and wish fulfillment. And you're being told that whatever you're doing, whatever you're putting your time and energy into here, Cancer, you're absolutely on track. This is going somewhere. This is leading somewhere beautiful. And there is the kind of calm after the storm coming your way. Towers can be in any area of life. They can be in health. They can be in finances, money, career, property, relationships of any kind. So towers can really be the tearing down of the old, truth, revelation, an event that happens, someone's actions. But the star comes in and brings that sense of new hope, new wish fulfillment, that sense of the calm after the storm, so to speak, but renewed in a powerfully beautiful way. So this is the energy here. Because when you, just to kind of take the card, I don't talk about the symbology in that a lot, but there's always a sense here that, when you just move forward in faith, you will have enough. You will have enough of what you need, when you surrender and trust a higher power at work to watch over you as well. Because that's, again, a feeling here with the jug and the water, but also the jug that pours onto the earth. And when water, pours onto the earth, it fertilizes the land. It helps growth. So this can be a powerful time of new hope, good things coming in, is what I see for you. But the star this is a celestial being. We have two celestial beings here, really, or spiritual beings at least, is what I see for you. So, Cancer, I want to look at this with the Devil and the Two of Cups. There is a focus here with the Devil and the Two of Cups. There could well be an opportunity here to somebody wants to reconcile with you, there could well be temptation to reconcile with someone. But again, with the star, which is a far more pure energy, this is being more authentic to yourself in terms of what you want, what you don't want, how you now need to move forward. Because when we combine the star and the devil, it can represent a sense of false hope sometime. Something that looks okay on the surface, but really deep down is just the same as it's always been. So it can be where the presentation might be enticing, might be different in some way, but still it's the same old thing, you know. This can be that scenario here. So the Two of Cups is my bond between two people. It can be friendship, love, romantic, can be partnerships of any kind. So it could be business, could be other areas of life. But with the devil, there's a level of temptation, lower vibrational energy, behavioral patterns that can be cyclical, that don't serve your highest good. But there's always something attractive about it. It tempts us with what we want the most. You know, it can pull at our heartstrings. It can pull at temptation to do with vices, addictions. You know, it can pull at physical desire, passion, knowing it's not for your highest good. It can pull at our ego in all sorts of ways. So this is the energy here of sometimes there's something that we want, that the want can overwhelm us. But there is a level of also having a higher power at work now to guide you in the right direction for yourself. So there could well be some temptation for you here in the month of February. And again, the choice is yours with the devil. With the devil, we know what to expect because the devil never changes. A behavioral pattern that likely doesn't serve your highest good, but there's something very engaging. There's an attachment to do with that. And I want to say here, Cancer, when we talk about the hard work in January, this is lovely because the Ace of Pentacles can be very positive in terms of new money, new abundance, moving, relocating, property, for example, as well with the Ace of Pentacles, new jobs, new business opportunities, new contracts. This would also be very powerful in terms of things like loan approvals, cash injections, funding for something. The same thing really applies, and even money to start something new yourself, to manifest a new path yourself. This can also be the energy as well if you're starting something new yourself. So this can be very powerful in terms of new stability, new security. Certainly from a financial point of view, this is extremely positive. I always call it a golden gift because it really feels like that. It feels like we've been gifted in some way. And it's generally something quite tangible. From an emotional point of view, the energy is to move forward in faith on something that makes you feel stable. And it highlights the fact on whether this devil is for you or not, whether you feel that it will work for you on a more stable footing or whether it won't. And only you can decide that really here, Cancer, but the temptation is there. Let's have a look at the Ten of Wands. I do like this. You know, we have these tens kind of, you know, linking with the reading, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. This is an opportunity to let a weight, a burden, an experience go. Now, it could be linked to the Ace of Pentacles here, because this can be very powerful come, you know, this is happening for you with the Ace of Pentacles in February time, and by March time, you feel that sense of the weight, the experience that you've been through, the heaviness, the burden, the hard work, the effort. You've absolutely got there. You can finally let go of the weight, the burden, the experience, because your hard work has absolutely got there. The perseverance absolutely pays off, and you can release from a weight, a burden, an experience of some kind. Now, we can let go also, because it's a main card, we can let go of other things that have become too much. A relationship that's become too much, a relationship that's become too testing, an experience that's become too much. This can be that scenario here. For those of you who feel like you're doing everything come March period, you're taking on all the responsibilities, all the duties, doing everything for everyone in whatever life area, the additional message with the Ten of Wands is be open to say no, be open to kind of redistribute the work and the effort. For example, if you're doing everything for everyone in a home, a family, a relationship, This can be that scenario here, Cancer, where you have to maybe redistribute the work in some way to have a healthier balance in your life rather than doing everything for everyone, taking on all the responsibilities, all the duties, and other people not pulling their weight. So there can well be an additional message with the Ten of Wands for me as a reader, as a general reading. I love these cards because these cards are really telling a story. And again, this could well be linked to this Ace of Pentacles that's happening in February time. We have the King of Swords, decisions. This is very powerful in terms of somebody in authority, a decision maker, a leader, somebody who will make their mind up really quickly. Again, this can be clarity on the way you're moving forward now for you as a person, but it can also be somebody who is bringing you decisions, communication. This is very powerful on that basis. And they're always fair, they're always quick thinking, very direct with the King of Swords, but what they say matters. They use their words elegantly, wisely. Command of of language, and what they say really is visionary, is forward movement, is decisive. So again, you might be dealing with that kind of person here. Now, King of Swords can be somebody who is educated, they have knowledge in a field, so it can be an expert of some kind as well in any life area. Because when we look at the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, this can be an opportunity here to overcome something. For example, health areas, issues, healing areas, even physical health, mental health. This person could be involved in bringing some healing to your situation on a real level, pointing you in the right direction, coming up with a plan, enabling you in terms of how you need to move forward. This person can be linked with legal areas as well, or official areas. So again, this can be, or business areas. So this can be a decision or communication of that kind of basis where you really feel that the worst is behind you and you're moving forward to better times. 2 sixes to finish off your reading, and that's paramount really, because the sixes represent harmony, balance, equilibrium, feeling that things are now finally leveling out and you're moving in the right direction. And this is what you're feeling here come March period. One of my favourite cards, the Six of Swords, because either way, in whatever circumstances, the Six of Swords is telling you that you're moving from the choppy waters into the calmer shores. You're moving in the right direction in life now. You know where you're going and you're absolutely on the right track. And that's what we feel. We feel that sense of release, calm in our own energy, in our circumstances. This can be about moving from what challenged you, moving from a place or situation or person, or it can be moving from what challenged you to calmer shores, but absolutely heading in the right direction now. The worst is behind you and better times to come. I also want to say it can link with travel, even things like boat trips as well. We have the Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success. You can finally let go of the burden, the experience that has been heavy, because you've absolutely got there. You have claimed a victory, triumph, success, significant achievement, accomplishment, and the worst is behind you, and you're moving forward to better times. These are just lovely energies. Everything is leveling out, is what I see for you. And you are moving with full clarity in the right direction now in life, or a particular life area, and just feeling really positive and calm in your own energy as well. The additional message, it can be moving or relocating from A to B, property maybe, jobs maybe, challenges to better times, however that manifests for you too. But absolutely a real sense of achievement and victory in March period. So let's see what we have for you. as some messages, Cancer, energies that might come out for you. Can be in addition to the reading. What does Cancer need to hear? Thank you. One's turned over. We have humour. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Sometimes you just got to laugh in spite of it all, haven't you? Let's see what we have as additional messages. What does Cancer need to hear? Thank you. Love that. We have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. All right, Cancer, and let's see what we have for you as a final message with this deck. We have discipline. I see that with the Eight of Pentacles here. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And I think the hard work and what you're putting your time and energy into really matters in January, because I think it's really setting you up, certainly for what will happen in February. And there is a real sense of success and achievement come March. Let's pull you an angel message. What do we have for our lovely Cancerians? What does Cancer need to hear? Thank you. We have acknowledgement. Look after yourself by acknowledging your desires and needs and taking steps to meet them. Examine and note your gifts, talents, and achievements. When you accept all aspects of yourself, you feel centered and confident. Then you can genuinely acknowledge others. Become aware of and nurture the good qualities of the people in your life so that they feel relaxed and happy in your presence. Angel wisdom reminds you to recognize who you truly are, an evolved spirit in a human body. When you acknowledge your spiritual dimensions, you will align with your true self and your spirit will soar. Your affirmation, I acknowledge who I truly am. And I have to say, when we talk about truth, there's a level of self-truth, certainly with the King of Swords and doing the right thing for you. But there's also quite a powerful authenticity with the Star card as well. All right, Cancer, let's finish off with two messages from Spirit. We have serenity. Sorry, why did I say that? Okay, you are not alone. We are here for you, we never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Some of you might need to hear that. Let's pull one more. What do we have for our lovely Cancerians? Thank you. We have let go. You know, I feel this is to do with the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, or certainly this energy of the Devil. We have, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Cancer, that's what I have for you for the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful first quarter of the 2026, and I will see you next time.